If you want to scale your digital agency past 7 figures in annual revenue, you're going to need to learn how to generate leads and close sales from tech partners. This is something that's notoriously difficult to do and a lot of people struggle with. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact strategies we've used at Market Monster in 2024 to drive as many leads and sales as we have in the previous 5 years for our existence as a company. So stick around as I share the exact 5 strategies that we've used to turn the corner and put more pressure on tech partnerships. The first place to start is with complementary audits. I like to say this is a win-win-win. It's a win for the SaaS company, it's a win for the potential client, and it's definitely a win for you. The SaaS company wins because they're able to provide additional value to their client and customer. The company actually wins, the client, because they're getting complimentary consultation for free that they don't actually have to take you up on. And you win because you're getting a really qualified introduction to a really warm lead and someone you can mutually work with the tech partner to provide additional value. So even if you're not able to close this deal, it's a really strong introduction. And a lot of times we've provided audits to some of our tech partners, customers, and they may not take us up initially on the deal, but further down the line, we're the ones who are top of mind. So finding out a way to offer complimentary audits with tech partners, making sure that they bake it into their onboarding process when they win new customers is a win-win-win for all involved and something that you should definitely pursue. Number 2 has been a power move for us this year, and I think if you're going to take anything away from this video, it's please implement this one. And that is partnering up with less established tech and software companies. Let me explain why I believe this is absolutely critical. So if you consider the tech giants, companies like Klaviyo, Salesforce, HubSpot, there's no real incentive or initiatives in place for them to send you a lot of leads and build partnerships. And that's because they are already so established and they have that brand equity that's dominant in their industry. They also have a lot of word of mouth advocacy already baked into the ecosystem for them. So they don't really benefit so much from working with you and sending you leads because there's no value that you can really provide them with. They also have thousands of partners already on their books that they need to keep happy. So you just have to accept you're going to be low down the priority list when it comes to generating leads from these partners. Instead, what I believe you should do is focus on up-and-coming disruptive tech that is still really strong and needs your help to build that advocacy in the ecosystem. By partnering up with some of these disruptive companies, we've significantly been able to increase the amount of leads and sales that we close with tech. And it's just great personally working with these companies because sometimes you have a one-to-one relationship with the founder, something that you're never going to get if you're reliant on the big tech giants. So finding these diamonds in the rough and partnering up with them in the early stages is a significant form of leverage you can use to drive leads and sales. And it's a great feeling to help an up-and-coming company as well. Number 3 on this list is co-marketing through content. I've talked so much about content marketing already that you're probably sick of me banging on about it by now. But if you're investing in building a personal brand, that is a significant form of leverage you have when it comes to building tech partnerships because they want to tap into your ready-made audience and reach their ICP. And that's something that you can mutually work together on to help educate and provide great content that reaches your ICP. So they're going to want to piggyback off the back of your audience, and in return for that, obviously you will want exposure to theirs as well. So make sure that you're heavily investing in your personal brand and that you're bringing it to the table when you're building these tech partnerships, and if possible, invest heavily into building co-marketing pieces together. Things like webinars, articles, videos, LinkedIn Lives. Really throw the book at this and hold each other accountable on a monthly and quarterly basis. And trust me, you'll start to get traction through developing this initiative. That leads us nicely onto number 4 on the list, which is offline events. Now, if you are investing in building a personal brand and you're distributing a lot of content, trust me, a lot of tech partners are eventually going to start reaching out to you and asking to co-host events in certain cities or locations. And this is a great opportunity for both of you, again, to get in front of your ICP and share audiences together. It doesn't have to be something that's super planned out like a keynote speaking event with tons of other big famous speakers. It can be something as small as dinners with founders, maybe 4 to 8 people. And this is just a great way to continue building your network in a way that mutually benefits both parties. So remember, sharing is caring when it comes to tech partnerships. Really make sure that you're giving your audience as well as expecting something from them in return. And this is a great way for both of you to win, and the customer as well, because hopefully you'll be providing value at these offline events. Number 5 on this list, and yes, I am wearing a new t-shirt. I had to come back and record this session the next day, is trigger the law of reciprocity. Now, Cialdini talks about this in his famous book Influence, and that is basically people feel an obligation to pay back their social debts. So if you're sending a bunch of leads over to tech partners proactively before they're sending anyone to you, trust me, at some point they will feel a need to reciprocate. So this is a great way to rapidly gain traction and get the ball rolling, is simply proactively sending over people who you think may be a good fit for them. Trust me, if you do this for a prolonged period of time, at some point they are going to start sending people to you. So that concludes this video. 5 ways to get more out of your tech partners, generate more leads and sales. I hope that's helpful. If it is, hit that like button and the thumbs up, subscribe. We're trying to release 2 new videos every single week to help you scale your digital agency, and I'll see you again soon.